Oh, open it. Last day, Porrick.
It is, Ollie, now with
Yeah.
a momentous occasion.
You're moving.
We're rambling on to down to the industrial park.
How long are you here?
23 years.
23 years. How long is the shop here?
I think it's here since about 1940.
1930s, You have a big queue of...
I'd say good times ahead.
Yeah.
And, looking forward to the new move. It'll be good for us.
Well, this is probably not suitable for modern one nowadays, is it?
Exactly.
You have a big warehouse now. There's a warehouse next time.
It's a self-made unit below in the industrial park. So this place, it's always been hassle.
Yeah.
It's been simple, but with the traffic.
It's right in the middle of the town, really, isn't it?
And the congestion of traffic and car parking space is a problem too. But
So you're
I
looking forward
think
to it,
it's all good.
Be all good, yeah. Be all good.
I think all plus marks.
Yeah.
So he'd be on the ramble. Hey, they're all good ducking when they see you coming.
Yeah, there's plenty of place to duck anyway. Oh yeah.
It's your voice is right. Get it on camera because this is another one of the old stock.
Yeah.
Here's another man.
Oh yeah.
Patrick
Oh,
Murphy.
Oh yeah. How's it going? How are things? How are you?
You'll have to. Can we edit out whatever he's been saying in?
He's all right.
It's all been good.
Last day.
Pat Murphy.
I know Pat. Yeah. How are you doing?
Last day here now.
Last day, yeah. And you're moving down.
We're moving down. Yeah.
More suitable premises, is it?
It is, Ollie. Yeah. It's flat and it's square and it's dry, which is it's a bonus. Like for everything here. Hey, Karen, who's going? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Sure, hopefully it'll be the right move. It's harder and harder to operate here over the last few years.
How long is this place here for?
Since roughly about the 30s, the company is incorporated since 42.
What is it, yeah.
But he would have been selling some materials since before then. My grandfather was a contractor, and I suppose he would have had to supply of materials himself for the jobs he was doing, and he would have, I suppose, supplied them then to other builders around the place. So before 42, when it was incorporated, it might have been a few years before that.
They were big contractors, weren't they?
Yeah,
In the old days,
There wasn't many big contractors around at the time. I suppose ourselves and Conway's were the two big ones in town for a good while.
And what can you remember? Or can you not remember any projects they done?
Oh, loads at churches, schools, up and down Mayo and Galway, bridges. The last big job they did was Rice College.
Was it Rice College?
1988. That was the last one, and then my uncle PJ passed away, and my dad was nearly coming off retirement age himself, and he packed in the contract and he came into the supply business here.
Okay, yeah.
PJ Kelly's.
So the new Rice College is the last big job,
New
yeah.
Rice College was the last big job, yeah.
And you done Ballylahan Bridge, did you?
Ballylahan Bridge, yeah.
That was a big job, wasn't it?
That was a big job, yeah.
Massive
I
one,
wonder,
yeah.
where the original bridge is now. There's been a few upgrades to it since then.
No, that's
So
right,
it's
yeah.
buried in there somewhere. Like,
In the middle of it all,
yeah. But that would have been a big one at the time. Just there on the where the contractors are. God, what's the name of them? I can't think now. Yeah, but
Oh, I know the ones that do the road and all that. Yeah.
yeah.
You tell me now, who was the first one in here? What was your grandfather's name? What was his name? He was PJ.
He was PJ.
PJ,
Paddy.
yeah. And then Paddy Joe was.
And then those things. Then there was then Paddy Joe was PJ Junior.
Yeah.
And he was married to Grania.
Yeah.
And it was his business really. Like he ran it.
Oh yeah.
For the duration of I suppose from the late 40s, early 50s until the mid to late 80s when he passed away.
And then your dad.
Then my
Harry.
dad, I was only a gossower in
He was Harry.
88. He's Harry, yeah.
Harry, yeah.
Yeah.
And then.
So he stepped in then and gave it a good old go.
Yeah.
And everyone's hiding the head here walking in.
And when did you get involved?
I came in around 98 after I finished up college.
So you're bringing it down to Newport Road now?
Down to the Newport Road, Ollie. Yeah, it's just too hard to operate here now. Like for customers and for us and for stock and stuff and keeping it dry. And every passing winter, the storms get worse and the sheds get older, and it's just harder to keep stuff. So hopefully it's the best move for ourselves and for customers or everything. It'll probably be a shaky start. We'll need a few weeks to bed in, but.
And will it be all under the one roof down there? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a big
small
warehouse.
shed.
It's a
Yeah,
very
there's a
big
shop
warehouse.
to the front and a warehouse to the back, and there's a small yard to the back, which we'll have to rack out for timber and stuff like that to make the most of the space that's in it, you know.
And what was here before you came in?
Here,
Was it Greenfield?
yeah, it was greenfield. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was mostly there was a paddock out the back. The house was here, and like the yard would have built up over the years back into like green fields and stuff like that. There was a paddock here. They had my dad and his kids used to go out and milk the cow out the back for like bringing for milk for the house, do you know. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they would have had livestock out the back as well.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. It just built up over the years. It's not a right angle in the whole place, even though it served its purpose well.
So the town ended here, probably.
Well, it probably did
Probably
to a certain
did, yeah.
extent.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
Has it changed much in your time? Or it must have changed a lot over time, has it? But,
That's changed a lot, all right. Yeah, and in other ways, it hasn't changed a bit.
well, this place hasn't changed,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, it's the museum piece. Really,
But that's
isn't
it. That's what it's turning into. It's kind of like a museum, and
Same as your neighbours down the road,
I
Brian.
know.
isn't it?
Yeah. God, I've seen Stephen on the news last night with that. They've been a fixture in town for a long time.
164
much longer
years,
than us.
something like that, yeah.
Twice as long as we've been here.
Okay. And would the internet have affected your business now? This Amazon stuff and
Well, we're still, yeah, it would absolutely, and probably more so in the years ahead. We're still pretty much on the heavy side of materials, building houses and stuff like that. So that hasn't been affected by the internet so much so. But I mean, I'd be a fool to think that that's not the way everything was going. You know, so it'd be interesting to watch that over the next few years. You know.
well, I had a regular builder for 5 projects, and he always told me, got his stuff in Kelly's because it was cheap as anybody around, including the big boys.
Yeah, well, we
So
try.
you're all very competitive,
We
yeah?
do our best. We can get it right and we can get it wrong, but we try and
I'm sure nobody gets it right all
keep
the
an
time.
eye on the prices that are out there all the time and do our best to do better or to
And can you say what's coming here?
I can't because I don't know.
You don't know what's coming here. Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
but I suppose the first project is to get down below and we look at this. Then it's good to have options, but no, there's nothing decided on it at all. You know, contrary to what you'd hear up and down the town, like for Manny's a
everybody's
year,
mentioned it.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about the last day here now? Are you a bit any emotional or?
Well, I haven't been thinking about it too much, but I'm feeling a bit wobbly now today. All right, you know.
Yeah.
We're a long time here, and I grew up here as well. I grew up there in the house next to it, you know. So this was my playground.
This is your playground.
This
yeah.
was my
Was
backyard,
fantastic,
you know,
yeah.
and climbing all the sheds and the roofs and everything. So,
Who have you had working here? Can you remember a lot of the lads that worked here now?
oh God, going back, Eddie Scahill,
Yeah.
Brody Welch, Tom Morley. Tom Morley passed away a few years ago. Just Tom was solid as a rock. He was an awful loss to the place.
How about the Goss?
Oh yeah, Pat, jeepers almighty.
You'll have to come in. We'll have to bring him in.
Yeah, Pat and God, Jim Holian and Michael Roach, Michael John Ryder. God, Manny's people
No, it'd be a lot of people.
passed through here. God, too many to mention, you know.
Yeah. Well, the best of luck down the
Thanks,
new
Ollie.
premises.
Michael Leyden,
Stephen Chambers.
Jimmy Phillips,
Nicholas Platt,
Roy Kane,
Corey Quinn,
Esquire.
Esquire, 23 years of torture.
Anna Kelly.
Annie Kelly.
Dermot Kelly.
Carmel Kelly.
Malachy Quinn,
Nancy Quinn.
Eric Divley.
Gerard Gillespie.
And photographer. Former employee. Former.
I was just going to say it's the end of an era here, but it's still the same company and it's still the same people in the company, and we're still selling the same stuff to the same customers, but hopefully we'll just do it in nicer surroundings. So it's the same thing somewhere else, and PG Kelly Limited has another 80 years in the new place, hopefully. So
Please God.
yeah, and thanks for everything. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, Mrs. Kelly, a few words to say. You were here a long time.
I'm here a long time, I am.
When did you come in here?
I came here in 72
72. That's a long time.
and I was here until 2000.
2000.
Then we moved, so,
You have good memories of here?
oh, very much so, yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so. Part of the furniture, yeah. Yeah, it was lovely, and I got to know all the staff here. I know them personally, where I don't know as many now. You know, newer people, I don't know them.
You might be as well off. Go on.
The calibre is the same.
Caliber's the same. Okay, yeah, so.
Correct answer.
Yeah. Nicholas, the last of the. You were the first that I knew here.
That's right, 1978 I started here.
Yeah.
The way the years are gone, it's been 40 years.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah, I'm here since 2005, and yeah, great place to work, great bunch of guys, like, and yeah, we love the crack, and yeah, it's lovely.
And Ollie, it's just worth noting, my dad is absent here today. It's you know, a business that he would have grown up with and had a hand in until he got fully involved in it himself, and he's in good form, but he's just elsewhere and not with us, so just worth noting that as well.
Yeah, okay.
And mention
Well
it.
done.
I'd also say from the beginning, when Harry's father built the vocational school there, this was a field, and at the same time he built a dwelling house for himself, which was that one.
This house here, yeah.
Yeah, don't bother photographing.
This is for a museum.
And then little by little he was building, and then he started taking supplies for himself, and then, as I often said, like Topsy, it growed.
Good.
So that was a long time ago.
Did you work in the shop yourself?
No,
You didn't.
no, Harry remembers. Harry was born in Louisburg, and he came in here when he was about less than 2.
Okay.
Some of the others were older and some were born here, yeah. Don't know whether that's of any interest or not, but it's,
Fact.
yeah,
A fact.
yeah.
Jimmy?
No.
What?
Well, Jimmy's dad was
Come on,
here.
there's a man. I know a man who would say something.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
want to say a few words now. It's been 23 years for me working here, but it's been a pleasure every day. I just want to make an example. There's no better drug. There's no replacement for here.
Yeah, you man
I
yourself.
think it's
Yeah.
just a class much work. We're just a big family,
Yes.
and it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's nice to say that.
That's
Isn't it?
true.
Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. How about the ladies? Yeah?
No, I just don't know what to say. I guess I came here to help out the expectant mums, and I'm still here.
The newest lady in town.
Well, I don't really work here.
I know you don't work
here.
here. Yeah, but you have an important role to play. You're very influential, I'd say. Yeah.
I don't know about that. Well, we're just very proud of Dermot, and all the staff here are amazing. So, on to bigger and better things.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Positive. It's positive. You're moving on to a
Yeah.
better place. And
Yeah.
be better organised and all that, I assume. Yeah. When you sort this out here. Yeah.
Progress,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well done, lads. Well done. Great job. Okay.
I know,
And
seriously.
we're all
now.
going on for a couple of Heineken shanties.
Well, seriously now.
Dermot, is it, yeah?
Mark is buying.
I don't drink anymore.
I don't think I will. That's true.
No, I just want to say thanks very much to this man because he's been a lovely boss.
Good.
He's been too nice.
I like to change that if you want.
I should emphasise this too much.
You can change that easily.
I think the patient is in charge of the mental hospital now, are they?
Oh, yeah.
We're waiting for
Proverbial tail wagging the dog.
I'd be good now if we're waiting for work from Monday here, the three of us.
Make sure you go to the right place.
There's rumours now it's 10 o'clock opening. 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock opening, is it? Yeah. And lunch for 2-hour lunch. And
Oh yeah.
Warwick, this is an era for us.
Is it him now? And, new surroundings, new beginnings again.
No.
But, I remember my dad now. I used to come in with my dad and my uncle. And I remember.
who was your dad?
Packy Quinn.
Becky and your uncle was?
Tommy Quinn.
Tommy Quinn, okay.
And even back then, now there was just so much crack in the shop. You could feel all that great banter and fun.
And would the lads come in here buying their stuff now? They were builders, weren't they? They were builders,
my dad,
yeah.
Packy was a builder and Tommy was a painter and decorator.
Okay,
So
right,
they spent anything they needed, they kept to PJ Kelly's.
Good, yeah.
So
Is that how you got in, is it?
was we did, but there was pull.
You had a contact,
There
yeah.
was pull involved.
Well, pull,
I
yeah.
accepted. But I remember when I first met Jimmy's father.
Oh, yeah.
I could feel the character in that man too.
Yeah.
And I was, it was
Well,
some
my
some
father
funny moments.
worked here for 60 years.
60 years?
years,
60?
yeah.
That is a lifetime.
Whereas Lord of Mercy, Tom Marley was here as well.
Yeah?
Poor Tom, he passed away.
Yeah, Tom, that's so long, a couple of years
Great man,
ago,
great
yeah,
man,
yeah.
yeah.
Great
And
man,
there was
yeah,
Great man.
Lord of Mercy and Johnny Kieran's Brody Welch. and
Your dad.
Yeah, we're talking about him, yeah?
How long was your dad here, Jimmy?
60 years. 60 years.
60
60 years, yeah.
I think it proves the point. We like working in this establishment. There's been an argument, but not many.
It's too easy.
The boss man is too nice.
Things are going to
Tell me
change.
the problem.
Things are going to change down here, you know
You
that?
have to get the foot in.
To increase employee turnover.
It might make me a better man in the new place.
Which 50% of the ones that works and doesn't work to these fellas in here anyway, yeah?
Oh, we've got three of the workers here.
3 of the workers, yeah.
I vouch for that.
Okay, guys.